Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 with Southport. Today is the day where we are up against Tottenham Hotspur in the FA Cup third round at home. Annoyingly, I would have rather been away from home because we would have ideally got a load more money from it, but we have to just beat them at home, don't we? Or probably draw. In between episodes, we have gone undefeated once again. First up was a matchup away from home against Doncaster. 11 minutes on the clock. George Newell scored his first goal of the season, if I'm not mistaken. Then against Oldham, a 4-1 victory here. Darren Oldacre with 2, Leighton Stewart and Cameron Archer. And then against Swindon, a very good 3-0 victory eventually. It wasn't a good start, but we kind of got there in the second half. Big Dave, Cameron Archer and Darren Oldacre with the goals here. It is Tottenham. It is the FA Cup holders, the current champions, and they are coming to little old Southport. Hague Avenue will host the FA Cup third round. I'm surprised it's not on TV. I feel like this would be a BBC match, right? Before we get into that, though, we've got a little bit more business to talk about. First of all, the league table. We are second. We are now 6 points behind table toppers at Wycombe Wanderers, a team that we have already beaten. Cameron Archer is the top goal scorer in the league, 2 goals clear. Cameron Archer has the most man of the matches as well. Clean sheets, Trafford has 11 clean sheets in 25 games. Oldacre and Archer also up there on the highest average ratings. I don't know how we're doing it. I really don't know how we're doing it. But we kind of might need to get promoted now because, as expected, I've broken my finances again by signing lots of players. So as we basically don't need work permits for anybody, I've brought 6 players in from nations that you would normally need work permits for. First up, Felipe Balde. I think I've shown you him before. The Bissau Guinean, 18 years old, central midfielder. Obviously, free transfer. We haven't paid for anybody. We can't afford to pay for anybody. He is going to sit in our reserves. Probably going to train him up to be an attacking midfielder. I'm not quite sure yet. He's only 18, got plenty of time. 2.5-star current ability, 3.5-star potential. James Zimba, the 18-year-old Zambian under-20s international, also signing on a free transfer. 1.5-star current ability, 4.5-star potential. Got a little bit of hope for James. I'm hoping James will get a little bit good at football. There's nothing majorly exciting about him, but he's again, still young. Plenty of time. Next up, we have 21-year-old Zimbabwean international, 2 caps to his name, Divine Mindirira, maybe? Not quite sure. He's just going to be called Divine, isn't he? I saw him sat in their under-21s and went, he's good. He's actually quite good. 3-star current ability, 5-star potential. Think he's as good as Big Dave, if not better. Next up, hopefully, somebody who is going to get a bit of football. It is Godwin Asia, 19 years old, 2 under-20 caps for Nigeria. The right wing-back, who can also play on the left-hand side. You can see where I'm going here. He is going to be training up as a left-sided wing-back because he is both-footed. He has 2 feet and he is capable of using both of them. Physically, he's reasonable. Mentally, he's got some good teamwork, work rate stats. Decisions, determinations and bravery also reasonably high. Technical is kind of where he's lacking, but he's not lacking majorly. There's lots of 8s and 9s in there. So if he just gets them up a little bit, he'll be good. 4-star current ability, 5-star potential. I've got high hopes for Godwin. Another central midfielder, this time from Zimbabwe. 3 under-20 caps for this man. It's Tafadzwa Moyo. Again, free transfer, because they all are. 1.5-star current ability, 3-star potential. He might get good, he might not. We might try and loan him out. And the big one, the one that I am most excited about. 18-year-old Uruguayan under-19 international, Leonardo Mercado. Free transfer, signed permanently. He has joined Southport. 3-star current ability, 4.5-star potential. Physically, he's a bit of a beast. Mentally, he's got some good numbers in there as well. Technically, he's got some good numbers. Can't finish, which is a worry. He will learn. He's only 18 years old. But I think Leonardo Mercado, is probably our best signing of the lot. So 6 players have joined. 5 of them from Africa. I think we had a Zambian, a Zimbabwean, a Nigerian. I think 2 Zimbabweans actually, Guinea-Bissau, and then at the end there, the Uruguayan that we've signed. As you can see, we haven't loaned anyone out or sold anyone just yet, but it is literally 9.5 hours into the transfer window, so there is plenty of time for that to happen. Now I've just got to hope that Tottenham go easy on us. We are obviously not the favourites for this, not even close to being favourites. Antonio Conte, the manager of Spurs, which is fair enough. We could try and play for a draw. I don't know whether it's going to succeed or not. I'm not sure whether it's going to happen, but we could try and play for a draw. Basically just go defensive as we possibly can, see what happens. The starting lineup we will be going for then. In goal will be James Trafford, a back three of Big Dave, Ollie Denham and Saul Shotton. I almost played Devine. He's on the bench. I picked Big Dave instead because of all these lovely lines that seem to appear between our players. Apart from this one, which doesn't look too good. Saul Shotton and Ollie Denham have played fairly poorly when paired together. They'll be fine. Wingbacks will be Marlon Fossey and Ben Coker. I don't actually have Godwin Asia on the bench. He is probably good enough to get on the bench, but I don't really want to drop everyone in for the first game against Spurs. I feel like that's a bit harsh. Darren Oldacre and Bradley Johnson will be the two central midfielders today because I did a stupid thing, and Jacob Butterfield is tired. 80% match fitness, so that's not good. Also, Veladrez is currently out injured, so he's also not available to play, which kind of sucks. Attacking midfielder will be Demetrius Foxey, Leighton Stewart and Cameron Archer will be the front two. No, they won't. It'll be George Newell and Cameron Archer because George Newell is a natural deep lying forward and I feel like having someone natural in their position probably better than somebody who isn't. I can see it now. We're going to have a substitution. Mercado will come on. Mercado will score a 90th minute equaliser and we go back to Spurs' stadium and then get battered 7-0. That's I can see it. Name up in lights. Mercado, Southport saviour. Judging by the looks of that Spurs side, they're not going easy on us, are they? They are definitely not going easy on us. Obviously, we're 3 seasons in, so some of these players have got better. Winks' Skip is going to be pretty good now, isn't he? Skip is reasonable. Troy Parrott is ridiculous. Yep, he's definitely ridiculous. That's not good. And Harry Kane is even more ridiculous. It's going to be another long day. Do I make my team's sort of, not positivity, do I make this mentality, do I make that defensive? Do I do it early on, or do I kind of see how long we can hold out on balance for? We're nearly 3 minutes in. I feel like this might be the first goal of the game. Skip with the ball for Spurs, tries to find Parrott, can't do it. Foxey collects the header from Big Dave, back to Big Dave, and Foxey passing between them. Big Dave again, this is a worry, definitely a worry. Troy Parrott steals the ball away, he's got Harry Kane in the middle, he's managed to find Winks, and Winks has made it 1-0. There you go, game over everybody. It's taken 3 minutes. They didn't even go easy on us. We're a League 2 side. We are a League 2 side with Conference North level players, and they still decided to go basically full strength. Lloris with a goal kick. Armini finds Nathan Ake back to the goalkeeper Hugo Lloris, and now Davison Sanchez on the right-hand side for Spurs being pressured. Marchwinski, maybe, finds Dumfries back to Sanchez. We are putting the pressure on, but that is what gegenpress does. They're passing it. They're just passing it around. This is just a friendly for them, isn't it? This is literally a friendly. Kane, Marchwinski again. We're putting the pressure. We're going to hopefully nick the ball away. We're not. They've crossed it in. Troy Parrott's there. Great save from Trafford. Fossey can clear the ball. Denham's on a 6.4. Denham is struggling. I don't know why Denham is struggling, but he is struggling. So are our 2 wing-backs, but what a surprise. They always struggle. I think at half-time, we might be seeing the introduction of Devine. It might be happening. It's a free kick. I was just about to try and give him a shout. Instead, we're going to see what happens from this highlight. Winks, the goal scorer, steps up to take the free kick towards the back post. It's off the bar, and I think it was Fossey who headed it off. He did. It is a corner for Spurs. Winks steps up with the corner towards the front post. It's taken another deflection, another corner. I'd just love to have a counter-attack now. That would be ideal. Winks again. Takes the corner towards the front. Big Dave heads clear. Ake back down to Winks. The corner taken. No, he doesn't. He mishits it. And it is going to be 1-0 at half-time. It's not the end of the world. I was expecting to be losing a lot worse than this. Ollie Denham, apparently, is taking blame for the goal. I feel like it might have been Big Dave. It was definitely Big Dave. Big Dave has the ball here. Gets tackled by Parrott. And then how was this Denham's fault? Denham was in front of him, sure. But I wouldn't say that was his fault. Right, I've just got my assistant to do the team talk. We are now going to do our change. Denham is going to come off. Devine will be coming on. We're going to put you there, like that. I think that might be the best option. Do we also do Mercado? Mercado for Archer. It's happening. We're doing it. Mercado and Devine making their debuts. I don't think either of them can speak a word of English. They've only been in the country for probably a few hours, and we're dropping them into their debut against Spurs. Armini with a free kick. We're on the hour mark, so second half hasn't been massively exciting. Going to give him a demand more. Dumfries into Harry Kane in the penalty area. He's still got Parrott in the middle, crosses in. Parrott is there. Big Dave was there as well. Parrott's effort goes over the bar. Foxey's having a shocker. Coker's having a shocker. Fossey's having a shocker. Right, Foxey's going to be coming off. Flaherty will be coming on. Do we change to the tiki-taka and see if maybe it works? Maybe the tiki-taka works. Who knows? I'm going to go attacking. I'm going attacking. We're trying it. We've had 3 shots all game, 1 of them on target. We've got 15 minutes left. Skip's not going to get there. Fossey, oh my word. Big Dave. Big flipping Dave. What was that? Let me guess, this isn't going to be Big Dave's fault, is it? That's going to be Fossey's fault. Why did Big Dave not get that? Why did Fossey do the pass back? We've conceded 2 goals that has basically been gifted to them. Fossey's getting the blame for that. 5.7 now. 4 minutes of injury time. Oh my word, we might actually have a highlight here. George Newell, Marlon Fossey. Can he redeem himself? Probably. Newell in the middle, plays it across. It's Bradley flippin' Johnson. We've scored a goal against Spurs. We've still got 3 minutes to play. Can we nick a goal? We can't nick a goal. Why am I getting excited about this? It's not going to happen. There's another highlight. It's starting in the Spurs penalty area. If we steal the ball away and we get an equaliser, I am going to lose my poop. Skip to Winks. It doesn't look like we're going to steal an equaliser, does it? Kane plays it back to Palacios, runs forward on the left. He does have Ryan Sessegnon. Sessegnon, he's got Fossey, I think, for company. Plays it across. Skip with loads of space, goes for goal again, scores another ridiculous goal, and that is the tie-over. It's a 3-1 defeat then against Spurs. I think we put up a better fight against Spurs than we did Swansea. There you go then. It was 3-1. 5 mistakes from Coker. What do our left-backs do? What do either of our full-backs do? They constantly play badly. Right, I'm going to get the assistant to do that, and then I'm going to shout at Coker, because you're awful. I'm also going to shout at Marlon Fossey, because even though you did get us an assist, you were still awful. Right, the main thing is, did we see what our gate receipts were? Was it that? Did we pick up that? We must have done. 66,000. 66,000 from gate receipts. Last month, can we even see what we got last month from gate receipts? Is that possible? Last month, we picked up 178,000 all month. And that was a big month. December had a lot of games in, if we have a look. Or did it? It didn't have, it had a few. It had 3 home games. I feel like we could have got more. I feel like we should have charged double and people still would have turned up. That's going to do it then for this episode. Next episode, we are probably going to go to the AFC Wimbledon game. So we're going to go all the way through January when we return. Well, actually, we might do something in the middle of January. Maybe Mansfield. I'm thinking that because obviously we are currently second in the table and the league is actually somewhat important right now. And I wasn't really expecting it. I was expecting to fly through this season without a care in the world. And we might be getting promoted again for the 3rd year in a row. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2020 with Southport. If you did enjoy, do remember to leave a like. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. I'll be back next time with the matchup against Mansfield.